Good lord. It's really late. I woke up really late. It's 3 in the morning. 4 in the morning for most of those close to me. Um, and by that I mean emotionally, or I mean, I guess I should say that for most that were close. Um, I don't know. Um, I've been trying to avoid addressing any mental health shit while I've been on stream because I started to just stop wanting to talk about stuff. Mental health wise, like in general. But I'll say one thing, and then the rest of the stream is just gonna be me fucking doing whatever. It's probably gonna start with character customization, by the way. But I I've tried to stop relying on people. I've tried to be independent since I'm a very codependent person. Um, I naturally gravitate to just putting my issues on other people, and you know, not really expecting them to do anything with it, but you know, is different because it's just like, well, it's fucking on you instead of me, so I don't have to worry about it. Which typically it's not even on them; it's just in the air. Um, and I don't want to do that anymore. It feels like that's a bad step. It feels like that's not healthy. Um, so I've been trying not to talk to anybody about what's going on up here. I've been trying to avoid any kind of addressing of issues with people. Um, so if it's clear that I'm not okay, I'll just say whatever to get it out of it instead of actually being like, well, this is what's going on, this is what I've been up to, and blah blah blah. Because I think that trying to sort stuff out alone is going to benefit me better. Which I don't like doing it at all. I'd much rather tell the world what's going on, but I don't. Um, and I know part of why I even think that being alone is better is because I had one person that I told everything to, all my truest feelings, my truest thoughts, and well, I fucked up because I never clarified. Rather, I was venting, or like if it was a rant or if it was something that I genuinely felt. Um, so they heard things and they thought that that was how I felt rather than what I thought. And things went poorly because of that. It's not the only reason, but it was one of the biggest contributing factors, I'd say. At least I'd say to the public. I'm not gonna really get into that, but Yesterday it was very manic. It was a very, very high day, very high energy, and I would love for that to be the case today. I would love to feel that way again, but I don't think I will for a while. Um, because I wasn't really focused on anything yesterday. Plus, there were a lot of things that were killing the energy and killing the vibes, and I couldn't maintain it. I want better, even though I don't really know what better looks like. So I'm just guessing and just waving a fucking stick and seeing it hit if it hits something. I'm going in blind, deaf, and mute. So it's it's not fun. And if I'm being honest, I can't be honest. I can't. I tried to pull it out of me. I just can't. Um, there's only one person that I really want to speak honestly with, and you know, be transparent with, and I don't know if I'll ever be able to again, which is a terrifying thought. Like that's real scary. But I just keep telling myself that I have to keep pushing and I have to keep going, and no matter what, if I want what I believe is honestly, I will say, just for clarification, I don't know what's best. I don't know what is best, but I know what I want, and I know that I'll make sure that it's best since it's what I want. I know I'll make sure that it's everything and more. Does that sound exhausting? Hell yeah. Am I willing to do that? Hell yeah. But it's terrifying that I may never get the chance to, which is kind of odd. It's kind of odd to say that it's terrifying that I'll never get the chance to work myself to the bone. But to be fair, I've felt that quite a bit recently, where I want to be able to put in the hard work I was able to before. I want to be able to really go in, sweat it out, go home, get paid, you know, and I haven't been able to do that. Um, and it's been a terrifying thought for um, oh god, yeah, well over a year that may not happen ever again. Which, if I had to be honest about anything, I'm gonna try, but I want to say that it's a scary place. This is a very scary world for me, and my comfort and my support and my home were all ripped away from me at once in the same instance, and with no comfort, no support, and no home, I'm relegated to trying my best in the cold on pavement without even being given tips. And it seems like when I try to do things, yes, we're keeping going with the analogy, by the way, but it seems like when I try to do things like, oh, wash windows, and people even agree. I wash their windows. It looks good. It looks great, even. I get spit in the face, and they drive off. And I have to be content with that. I have to be happy with that. And I thought that I was a masochist before, but I have to be a masochist now. I have to love being treated like nothing. I have to love being seen as having no value. Previously, I thought that I was seen as just an item or an object, and now I realize I'm just a number. I'm just a head count at this point. And it's no better. To be fair, I didn't want this. This wasn't my choice. Um, but I'm trying to be better. I really am. I'm trying to do better. And honestly, I'd be much more open to using support and talking to people if I thought it would bring any positive. But I'm thinking it won't because I've tried talking, and that's mostly why well, I say mostly, but it's why I've just stopped talking to people altogether, since there's just nothing good that comes of it. There's no love, there's no care, and I have to be alone even if I don't want to. So I think it's better to choose to be alone than to feel alone surrounded by people. And there's a lot that's burning up in my chest. There's a lot that's on my mind where I'm just like, I need to say this, I need to, but I don't I don't know if there'll ever come a day when I get to address like, yeah, this is what's going on. This is how I feel, and talk about only negatives. Which I know doesn't sound good, like that doesn't sound healthy, and it even partially sounds toxic, but it's okay to talk about negatives. It's okay if all you have to talk about is negatives, just as long as it's not an everyday thing. I just I just want one day in the future where I can sit down with somebody and talk about everything negative, everything horrible, everything bad, and how much I hate it. Because I think that'd be healing. I think that would help um, alleviate the literal chest pain I've been having. It would help me sleep better at night, since clearly I'm up at like 3 in the fucking morning. I woke up into a damn near panic attack. And I wasn't even having a dream. I wasn't. There was no dream. It was just whenever I had any bit of consciousness while sleeping, a particular person was running through my mind. And it's been eating away at me. It's been gnawing at me, trying his best to do what it does. My life was all about that person, and now there's nothing. And I have to be happy with that. I have to be content. Either until that changes, or until I'm just done, gone. Which there's a long time until I turn to dust. So I'm really hoping that that's not the case. I really hope that the situation changes. But I don't know. The whole point of it is just that these days have been rough. They've been very tiring, extremely exhausting, and in a couple of hours I gotta call to schedule physical therapy and therapy since I don't think I went at all last week to either, and then the week before that I did go to PT. No, I did go to PT last week, but I had to leave early because I got real pale because um, I haven't been eating a lot because I've been fasting. And yeah, we're just gonna relegate it to that. Don't ask any questions. Um, but yeah, I was dying in there. But anyways, we're gonna ignore that for now. We're gonna ignore everything else beyond this character creator, which I've spent honestly what feels like years of my life in. And you know, this I think this customization kinda hurts. Like if we're just being honest. Okay, so it is at its smallest. Yeah, I think that's fine. Better. Now there's a distinct line. I do wanna. Yeah. Now it's a pretty, not pretty, a very distinct line. With you, the last one is going to be covered up by hair, so I don't know what to do with you. But I do want to say, these two customizations um, have a little history to them, a little fun to them. Um, so I've mentioned my son's stir fry. This little leopard print lizard right here. Um, it's technically cheetah print, I think. But anyways, my son has a leopard gecko. Um, so this cheetah lizard is, you know, a good sign for him, I'd say. Um, but where he's sitting on the character is actually where he typically would sit on me, just in this area. Um, besides, like, in my hood. But then we have the female variation of my character where he sits back here. And that's because on his mom, he would sit back near the nape of her neck. Um, and he'd always go there. But these variations of things also have the stir fry. Which I like a lot. Makes me feel all good and tingly inside, you know. But now we have Straya, I think. No, it's Artemis. We have Artemis, and sooner or later we will get more. Which I can't remember the colors I relegated to each person because there's a different metal type. There's a bunch of different metal types. So Eos is gold. I feel like Atlas is going to be blue. Prometheus is red. What would be pink? Probably Harmonia, if I'm being entirely honest. Then we have two more to situate, and that is Heimdall and Artemis. One of them has to be silver, and the other has to be black. At least that's what I'm picking up. Which, I mean, Harmonia could be red. I don't think that there's an issue with that. But I'm also gonna have to look and oh yeah, I did do these. Right, because this is the OG, this is the original. Um, and this one is just a reflection of the DLC that I like. The orange eyes, the Hellfire Knight, the blue eyes, the Frost Empress, and the yellow necklace is the Lord of Thunder. Even though that's not technically correct, we're not going to get into, you know, specifics here. Because technically speaking, it would be red, blue, and purple. Oh boy. You know, like, is that really what we want to do? Because the right, obviously orange is fine, but you're typically gonna associate him with red instead. The Frost Empress you're going to associate with blue because blue ice, and while the arena has blue lightning that courses through it with the Lord of Thunder, his actual lightning is purple. So this would be very DLC representative. Um, which these aren't DLC representative. It's just a representation of good, neutral, and evil, specifically. Which I know is odd, because you'd imagine the combination between blue and red would be purple, so red would be evil, blue would be good, and then purple would be neutral. No. No. I got the true ending, which was also the good ending, in this. I got the evil ending in this, and now I'm going for the neutral ending with this. Um, but I said that we were going to do a little bit of character customization, but we technically can't. For two reasons. One, we don't have Jack. Two, we don't have a better view of Eva. I don't know if pink would really suit her. Like, we could change him to black, but then I feel like it's too much black. She could be changed to white, and she'd be red. Yakumo would still be blue. That would mean that Mia would be... We could do Mia as purple. There's not technically a purple, I don't think. Or maybe that metal is purple. I think it's pink, though. Anyways, her coat is black. Like, her, when she's in her full armor, it's black. And then that would mean that Jack would be... Yeah, it just doesn't work out as well. But we could do it to where Harmonia is black, Harmonia black, Heimdall white, Artemis pink, purple, something. I don't think that's a bad idea. Which, also, I do want to get a good little read on what her eye color is. Green, teal, and her hair is fucking something. We'll go ahead and do that, actually. We'll go ahead and try to ascertain what the fuck is going on with, you know, which I guess we are doing it in order of how I obtained it rather than order of I don't think there's any other. Yeah, no. It's really hard to tell if this is pink or purple. Like, I'll be entirely candid with you. But I don't think it's that big of a deal. Either way. Well, I guess the main deciding factor would be to see, that's just kind of unidentifiable. But we do that, and then eye color, I kind of have to remember. I know that this part was a bit paler. Maybe like that. And then it's kind of weird because it almost had some greenish tones to it, you know? Like, I don't think this is it at all. I actually think it's duller than this. But I don't know. Why does this seem like a strong contender? Yeah, but see, now it doesn't. But I don't want to mix. I think the best course of action is just going to be to run with this. And then just go see how it stacks up. It looks real ugly. I know that. Oh my god. It is duller, but the fact that it stacks up at all is kind of concerning. I think that the best course of action is probably to do two different tones. Like the warm gray and acid, which I don't know which way is going to look better. Also don't know exactly how to blend it well. That's just so dark. But we know that it seems a bit duller. That's okay. Let's just do this. Let's do this and then go and see. Really try harding with this customization. Which this also does give me a better chance to. That actually isn't bad. And honestly, I'm happy enough with it. But we're gonna try to see how the earrings look. They look fine. They don't look exceptional or anything. Which I want. Okay. Yeah, that is pretty much purple. So, yeah. I'm happy with this. This is, we can call it with this. I didn't check the eyes, and that's gonna bother me. I also want the eyes style to look closer. a lot of nonsense is what I'm seeing. It almost does have a more bluish tone, doesn't it? But then, okay, I see. Cool, cool, cool. We're getting ideas. We're getting ideas. We're going to. I know this isn't very entertaining, but sometimes you need to take a break from the constant, you know, death, murder. Um, what happens if I just transition these down? I don't know. I feel like keeping this and then transitioning this down is going to be a better move. But then I also need to make this not so... Maybe. Which I think the eye style is fine. Maybe switch it to this. Which I don't know if I want to change all this. Since that feels like doing a bit much. Did I do that with the other variation? No. But they're a little more blue. Since we just worked on the eyes, we'll go ahead and do those. Since I feel like I could very well forget if I don't. So, yeah. And then the second color was pastel. And we're calling it good enough. We didn't change anything else, but we're about to. Accessories. Literally can't even see them, but that's fine. This variation also doesn't have a necklace. Which, I did change up the hairstyle for the female version of my character, because a while back, it was this, I think, which wasn't very good for showing earrings and stuff like that, which I could change it to something to where it shows it more obviously from the front, but I feel like that would lose a bit of what I liked about the character, you know? But cool. We have the Mia. And with that, we can transition back to this and keep it pushing. Which the next one should be Atlas, but it's a little tough to say. I say a little. It's really tough to say, honestly. Because, boy, does it not have anything good. Yeah, no, this man can't equip anything. Bro. Okay, so I need a willpower of C. Yeah, willpower of C plus. That's actually I actually find that kind of funny. What's your mind looking like? Low. That's fine. It's not, but it'll have to be. Um, we are simply going to move based on what we can remember. What do I need for willpower B? Okay, we're barely reaching willpower B. Um, is there... I would do Dex and willpower, but that kinda ruins that mind to see that I have, which isn't awful, because with this I would be able to have a mind of C, but ideally I want mind of B plus. Do I think I'll be able to have that? Heck no. But this only starts with 10. So I'm thinking max I-Core boost, which only brings it to 14. Well, no. We'll do this, and then we'll do weapon drain rating up, since that's kind of... Oh, wow. I can't even use gift extension without... Okay. So maybe buffs aren't... We can do adrenaline instead. Or like we'll have to do adrenaline and coke. Um, which I don't even know if adrenaline boosts. We'll have to see. So we're just gonna label this option 1. And then why am I even... Why don't we just copy the other note that I have? Can I just make a copy of it? Apparently not.
but not like that'll really stop me much. Okay. So we're gonna name this mind slash willpower plus Atlas. And it's good that I get to see how it's presented. Homing Hellfire. Dancing Fireblade. And I already know that this isn't gonna go to plan, but that's fine. I don't know if I even have enough to use both. I do. It's 13. It is in fact 13 to use both. But we're just gonna hit a Homing Hellfire. 59.45, which we'll go ahead and start putting decimals and stuff. And then, ha! 29.54. So, yeah, instead of hitting to get all that back, I'm just gonna So together it should be, what, like 8,000? 7740. Never mind. That doesn't even track because you have almost 6,000 and then almost 3,000. So it should be close to 9,000 and it just wasn't. Yay. I literally don't even get what. Alright, well, now we get to calculate okay. So that is, we're doing that too, presumably. So that's 12, 22, yeah, we'll say 27, and then that's 40. I don't even know if we can reach 40 with this build. If we can't, we'll just have to cope. But we'll figure out what the max is. Okay. $34. So we are still one short technically. I think. Let me. So 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 4 is 20. Yeah, we need 35 to do the full thing. So I'm thinking maybe we can drop. Oh, buddy boy. Okay, we'll 10,204. Cool. Which, since we still have the boost and stuff active, we'll go ahead and rip this. Well, that's not right. Yeah, that's obviously not right. Heal, yeah. But we'll do this, see how much it does. 52, 54. Cool. And then do this. $48.35. Did I say $48.35? Gift prowess might run out, but that's fine. I think it might still apply. Yeah, we'll just say 48.35. We're running with lower numbers, technically, because the faster these things are, the less attacks they proc on the dummy. Because the dummy apparently has iframes. But we're just not going to think about it. So, with homing Hellfire, it does less damage when it's faster. Which I don't think is true. But these numbers should look the same. Dexterity. I don't have to fully write it out, but I'm going to. Dexterity / willpower. Atlas. Cool. Which I could do. I'm gonna rip this just to make this easier. Yeah. Now we gotta wait for stuff to run out. Actually, no, we'll just restart. No reason to. Something I realized is that whenever I'm upset, I really like number crunching. Why is that almost like a guilty pleasure of mine? $59.45. Okay, the power should be the same on all of it, unboosted. From that little test there. But the damage fully boosted is definitely going to change a bit. You know, if I were a betting man. Also, whoever's watching, thank you. Don't know who you are, but appreciate you being here. Cool. So now we have this, and the buff pattern is gonna be a little much. Nine five 19. Oh boy. Over this. Five 5 9 7, and then we'll rip this. Seven 3 4 8. That literally doesn't even make sense. It does technically. It technically does. Oh boy. But it almost makes it seem like the dex willpower is better. I didn't even use the right thing for the dex and willpower though. Because dex and willpower are supposed to use overdrive. So I should. Goodness. Okay. So we have to redo testing. Which, that's fun. But I'm not too bothered by it. And whoever was watching is no longer watching. It's honestly fair. Maybe they came to get some insight into my mental. It won't work. It might. Alright, so hit this number, hit this number, hit this number, hit this number. Cool. Now, what a heal. I quoted that wrong, but that's fine. 9557. Now let's see how much Homing Hellfire does. 5 7 11, and that 7348 was unfucking believable. 7386. Okay, all the numbers are higher with this. No, I didn't label it wrong, actually. Okay. I do want to see what the raw numbers are, if the raw numbers have changed at all. They shouldn't have. It could be 5945. It was not. What the fuck? I think it was 6148. So this should be 4835. Should be. No, it's 2393. What the fuck? What the fuck is even going on, bro? Four sevens. This is inconclusive. Like, this is inconclusive at best. Okay. And I'm still normal rolling, which is sad. Goodness. Okay, we're gonna peep the numbers. We're gonna but what did that put 6 instead of 7? Also, something that I'm kind of scared is the case is that I just like don't like playing video games without streaming. Okay, so we are going to compare the numbers here since this is just nuts, which we'll go ahead and rip this again and see if the numbers are the same. Why was it not? We're running with this new number though. Okay. So, option 1 to option 2, homing Hellfire, no boost, from 5.9k to 3.1k. No, to 6.1k, my bad. Dancing Fireblade is 3k to 3.2k. And then the full thing is from 7.7k to 7.8k. That's an improvement, always round. Fully boosted Homing Hellfire is 5.3k to 5.7k. Dancing Fireblade is 4.8k to 7.4k. And then the full is 10.2k to 9.6k, which is just confusing to me. But I'm thinking that this setup, this one with overdrive, is better. Which I still feel is a wild statement, but I think the best way to use this 14 is going to be hit this, do some attacking, hit overdrive, blood-sucking blades, gift prowess, flame weapon, Dancing Fireblade, Homing Hellfire, blah blah blah. Cool. It should work. I'm not feeling very hopeful. But and be the best in the world. Cause I'm the best for you, girl. Just stay for a while. Oh, wow. Oh. I keep mixing up those two songs in my head. I know one of them is Fell in Love by Marshmello and Brent Faiyaz, and the other is also by Brent. I don't know. I also feel like the next time I hear a lore by Brent Faiyaz, I'm actually just gonna end it.
I brought you, please.
Oh wow.
I've heard stories. You found blood. It seems
you really care about others, don't you? Yes, that's why I skipped your dialogue. Because I have people to save, not time to talk to your bitch ass. Which, honestly, I feel like there's just not a point in streaming anymore. Which I think I've already said that previously. I don't know. It's all weird. My brainicles just don't like. Why do I have a mind of D plus? Yeah, using overdrive is not, or Bridge to Glory is not possible in this one. I'm curious if something like Flashing Fang works. So I guess let's run the numbers. We're looking at 6.1k. Why'd I even try? I don't like this game. I do. I really do. I actually love this game. But boy, do I sure not like it. Is there something that starts off with like an A or an S plus in strength? Yep. I'm thinking Chariot Rush. This shitty fucking can't even equip shit, but fuck it, we'll stack buffs anyways. Dex, Dex and Fortitude. We'll do Strength and Dex. Actually, we don't need to do Strength, do we? No. So we can do Dex and Willpower, Mind and Fortitude. I guess it's just gonna have to be like this for the time being. Did I need C or C plus in both? Needed C. Cool. Yeah, we definitely need some speed up, because good god. We'll have Chariot Rush, but we'll also have this. What's the scaling on this? Cool. In that case, let's do, actually no, we'll put Blood Sacrifice here. And then any other boosts? Which we're not even gonna pop all the boosts currently. We can do Overdrive. But we're gonna see what does better. Okay. 23693. And then I guess we'll just go ahead and reset it. $13,483. Okay. So I'm thinking maybe there's not too many other boosts. We could just toss Adrenaline on there for the fuck of it and see how much that boosts the 23693. 24716. Still not. They are comparatively rookie numbers. Um, Anything that I don't plan to use, I'm going to wipe clean. Why do I even have this? Ymir, Cert, and Volley are all going to be used. But for the time being, I'm going to wipe all of them clean since I don't know how they're going to be used. Wipe this clean. We're going to wipe Asclepius clean. Since I don't even know what the fuck is going on there. Don't know what's going on with Queen, so I think it'll be fine to wipe it. Heimdall, Queen's Throat we're gonna keep as it is. Harmonia, Queen's Claw. Right, this is the hammer build. Artemis, Atlas, Prometheus, Queenslayer. Okay. So now the only ones that should have any kind of skills are ones that I'm willing to absolutely pop the fuck off with. It hurts. It all hurts so bad. Everything. But Orion seems pretty good. I like Orion a little bit. Goodness. Yeah, that tracks. Okay. Yeah. I do need to figure out. That's probably fine, right? Yeah, those are probably fine. honestly don't think I need both moves here, but I think I'm going to keep both moves. Um, since I did Artemis, I feel like I kind of have to. The terrain rating for this is actually pretty good, which is almost confusing because it's not a devour type. But to be fair, yeah. Man, it says nobody's watching. Nobody's watching. Cool. Damn.
If you want to talk, what do you want to upgrade? Which blood veil do you? Which weapon do you want to transform?
0.65. Yeah, that would do it. Also, I have so many Enduring Crimsons. Like, it's not even funny. Can somebody tell me why I have one in my inventory, two, three, four, five Enduring Crimsons, one of which is fortified, and the rest are debuff? What was I planning? I know what I was planning. There was a point in the game in which like debuffs were great, sexiest thing alive. Excuse me. And now that's not so much the case. Which actually I do want to withdraw and compare the look of the DLC weapons as compared to, you know, their so this is the regular Sunset Blade. This is the Inferno Blade. I'm pretty sure that just hits like the pipe. Yeah, cool. Then we have the Lost Bardiche and the Lightning Brianac. I need willpower of A. Good lord. We'll just do Queen's Throat. But this is the Lost Bardiche. This is the Lightning Brianac. And it pulses lightning. That's cool. Okay, endless combos. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yep. So their technical combo string is only 3. What's the strength of A? Strength of A, dexterity of B. So, what is this? Argent Wolf Poleaxe and Blood Mist Halberd. Well, hell yeah. Okay, so I'm guessing the regular combo is 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, well, I guess we'll just keep it consistent with the... Okay, so... Yeah, 2133. Even though I'm not comparing damage. It's actually worse. To be fair, the scaling is wild. But we're not even gonna change it. Yeah, it functions about the same. Pipe, sword, atlas, and I can put all that up now. I think I can put up the lightning executioner because I think that was only for the Hellfire Knight, and I didn't even end up using it like I wanted to, since there just wasn't much of a point. Which I would love if I could do the Ice Blood fortification, but I can't because it requires a dex of C plus and a mind of C. So I would need to bring both of those up by 1 rank, which I can't do as of this moment. At this moment, you mean everything. I think I need to find new music to listen to. Actually, I'm gonna check Spotify real quick and see, because maybe instead of listening to new music, I should just go and listen to old playlists. Yeah, I still have all the playlists. I should listen to some new music. Or maybe I should learn to communicate through music. You know? Learn to, yeah, whatever. The drain rating on this is really good, actually. Unironically. Alright. I wish I had just an abundance of viewers so that I could be like, well, guys. Honestly, I don't wish I had an abundance of viewers. I wish I just had the one viewer. You know? Because there was one point in which I had somebody where I could just ask whatever, and even if they didn't know shit about it, even if it was just like a I guess that was comforting. That was comforting to have. It was great to have somebody that I could just be like, should I fucking do this or should I fucking fuck off? And God, I feel like I'm losing it. I really do. You know what? Maybe I should start relying on people. Maybe I should start just really pouring my heart out to folks. I don't know. I don't know what's best anymore. I don't know what I want to do besides get better, but I don't know where that starts. And what I will say is that I'm tired of having dreams. I'm tired of, well, not just dreams, I'm tired of nightmares too. Because it's all been wild. And I don't appreciate any of it. And, you know, over the past, coming up on 4.5 years, um, there's been one person that's been solely responsible for all my dreams and all my nightmares. And by solely responsible, I mean they they were the, you know, main focus of the dreams and nightmares. Um, and they still are.
I'm sorry, we couldn't. I wish.
So I'm confused. I'm perplexed. My ass is thinking, how on earth am I possibly supposed to figure shit out, do better, be better? I don't know. It's all it's all a cluck, bro. And I think the worst part about it is that a part of me hopes that the feelings I feel aren't temporary. Because I'm missing someone. Like, I'll clarify, I'm missing somebody, and I want them. I want to talk to them. I want to be around them. I want that every day. And a part of me doesn't want that to go away. A part of me doesn't want there to be any different in my feelings. I don't want that to change because I feel like if it does, it means I love them less. And I know that's not true. I know that that's not something that will ever be true.
Stay on guard. Wait for
But
the pillar to die down before moving.
it's terrifying to think that that could be the case. You know? It's terrifying to think that they could possibly mean any less. You know I hate this shit? I'll explain exactly what happened. Like, so I have a second Snapchat account. I I've had it for years, mind you. Um, and there's only one person on said account, like one person added on said account. But this account loves going through my contacts. And my ex is in this phone. Cool, cool. Not by choice. The contacts were just there. But I just got a quick ad notification from Snapchat being like, "Hey, she on Snap though." Cool. Thanks. It fucks me up, bro. It really does. Because well, if I'm being honest, she's everything I want and more. And you know what? Yeah, we're just gonna lay it all out. We're just gonna be fucking ourselves for once. We're gonna say shit, and that's fine. What the fuck ever? Because it's not like it'll matter. And the reason I feel that way, the reason I say that, isn't because I'm like, oh well, she's not gonna see it, so I might as well say whatever. No, that's not why I say that. The reason I say that is because,
Okay, let's get going.
honestly, I want her to be happy. I want her to be happy doing whatever she's doing. And I want her to succeed. And at the same time, I also want her to be happy and succeed with me. But I'm not selfish enough to take that away from her if I impede that. But I am selfish enough to want to work through my impediment, if that makes any sense. But fuck, it's been fucking weeks, I think, since I've vocally said aloud with my own voice, I miss her. And I fucking do. This shit sucks ass. Like, living and breathing, and it's not like I'm not breathing the same air as her. That shit sucks. Like half the time I'm thinking like, why am I even doing that? Like that shit don't even feel right, which is fucked off. And I'll say again, a part of me doesn't want to change that. A part of me doesn't want different in terms of feeling that way. And I think that that's the most fucked up part about it, is that in my mind it's just like, bro, that's normal. Like that's how it's supposed to be. You supposed to hate this shit. You supposed to want her no matter what. And I'm just like, dude, that's wild. Like, I agree, but that's wild. Because in my mind, it's like, no matter what she does, no matter who she runs to, as long as she runs back to me, that's fine. As long as the arms that are holding her, at the end of the day, whether that day is today or 6 years from now, it's fine. And I feel like that's wild. I don't think that's healthy. But mentally, in my brain, in my brainicles. There's a part of me that's okay with that. There's a part of me that's like, it doesn't have to be healthy. Because you told her, you looked her dead in her eyes, you looked her dead in her soul, you told her, I am absolutely, completely, and entirely obsessed and infatuated with you both at the same damn time. You are my everything, and you are everything that I could possibly ever want. And that just doesn't go away. That doesn't just leave. That doesn't walk out.
Are you feeling okay?
And it's not just a matter of like, oh, well, all that time we spent together. No. It wasn't just time. There was connection. There was love. There was passion.
You need to maintain
There
awareness.
was everything. We did everything together. We slept in the same bed. We cuddled, we showered, we ate. We did everything. And that doesn't just go away. It's not about the dates. It's not about, oh, well, she seen me naked and met my parents. Who cares? It's because even at this moment, I feel like there's still something. And I don't mean that, oh, she still loves me. No. I still feel that in terms of our souls, we're still connected. Which I don't even like. I don't even like that. If it was anybody else, I'd say, nah, that's some bullshit and I'm tripping. But she's different. All that soul shit, all that twin flame, all that nonsense, ain't nonsense with her. All the spiritual and physical manifesting and coming together, that's what it was with her. It wasn't, oh, well, you know, she doing whatever, I'm doing whatever, that's the relationship. No. She was my life. She was everything, bro. She was the vitamins I take in the morning to the tea I drink before I sleep. She was the pillow I lay my head on as much as the shirt that I put on when I get up in the morning. She was fucking everything, bro. She was breakfast, lunch, dinner. She was the soap. She was a towel. She was everything. And I saw her in everything. I felt her in everything. And I did everything for her. That doesn't just go away. That doesn't just stop. It's not. If there was any time I needed to run to somebody, if there was any time I needed a shoulder to cry on, I cried on hers. I ran to her. Whenever I was excited about something, I went to her. She was the first person I went to. She was the person I thought about the most. And she's still the person I think about the most. She drove me up the fucking wall in every best way possible. And that doesn't just go away. Even when I stopped feeling like there was any love in the situation, I still felt that. I didn't need love. Love was not needed. Hell, I didn't even need loyalty, honestly. What I needed was that connection. What I needed was what me and her had. And it wasn't the titles or anything like that. It was just the fact that she was around. The fact that she was around made everything better. Made, no matter how bad the situation got, made it bearable. And I've said it before of like, oh, well, I looked my nana in the eye and I told her that I was gonna marry this girl. I told my granddaddy I was gonna marry this girl before he passed away. And yeah, that means shit. It really does. But it doesn't even equate. Of course, I would never, never tell my nana that shit if I didn't mean it. I would never tell my granddaddy that shit if I didn't mean it, because he's not big on marriage. He's not big on marriage at all. The only reason he got married is because it was my nana. It's the only reason. Because he loved that woman so much that was his person. That was the person he was like, yes, this is she's everything. She's the pillow I lay on to sleep. She's the shirt I put on in the morning. She's the soap. She's the towel. She's everything. And I feel that way about her. And there's nothing I can do about that. I can't change that. And the whole thing is that for me it's not even love anymore. It's not even love. I do love her. I do care about her. But I realize saying I love you isn't enough. I appreciate you. You are the only person on this planet that has ever made me feel like I didn't need a home. Like I didn't need food, water, shelter, or even air. You're the only person who made me think that even the most radical, drastic shit was perfectly acceptable. You changed my definition of love. Because previously I thought love mattered. And I realized it doesn't. Because even when I stopped feeling like there was love coming towards me, I kept pushing and I kept going. And there were still times where I was extremely happy. And that doesn't even make sense. If you feel like somebody doesn't love you or somebody doesn't care about you, how can you still be happy? Because you felt loved in those moments? No, I did not. I did not. That did not change. Once I get a thought in my head, it doesn't go anywhere. But the difference is that I knew. And it's not that I knew that you loved me or I knew that you cared about me. It's that I knew we were us. And I knew that us being us is what made everything okay. I knew that us being together is what made everything okay. And I don't... We're not us anymore. There is no us. And nothing is okay. And if things are okay for you, that's great. I'll let that be. I'll let you be okay. I'll let you be good. I'll let you be happy. I will let you be perfect. But I know me. I know me well. I've had to. Ever since the separation, I've started to know me more and more. And that's why I can say this with confidence that the you that was here, the you that slept in this fucking bed, the you that I shared everything with, whether she's gone or not, doesn't matter. Because no matter how you act, no matter how you talk, no matter how you look, I didn't love her. I didn't care about her. I didn't want to spend the rest of my life with her. I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you. Whatever you are, however you talk, however you look, however you sound, even however much you fucking hate my guts, that doesn't change. Whether I stop feeling a certain way or you stop feeling a certain way, or we realize we're not healthy together, I don't care. Because I'm willing to go the distance. I'm willing to do what needs to be done to make us us and to stay us as us. And it fucking sucks ass because I feel like I'm the only one here, but that's fine because I feel like you very well would say that during the relationship that's just where you were. But I don't know. I don't. Because that's where I was. I was willing to do whatever to make shit work. I was doing whatever. But the whole thing is I wanted to feel that love and I wanted to feel that care. Because we made it important. We made love too big of a thing. Maybe because we were high school sweethearts, maybe because we didn't know what the fuck was going on. But we both grown now. We both grown, we both learning and adapting to it. And saying I want you back isn't enough. Saying I miss you isn't enough. Saying I'm incomplete without you isn't enough. I can't even. Fuck, man. I drink a Simply Lemonade. Or not even a Simply Lemonade, a Simply Limeade. It's some we never tried before together. But the first sip I took, and also I was kind of like forced to drink it, but we're not gonna talk about it. But the first sip I took, almost started bawling, bro. That's how bad that shit is. Because it tasted just similar enough to shit we drank. There was another drink had Moscato and it tasted just similar enough to shit we drank. I was in fucking Rivergate yesterday. I saw places we went. I saw a Cookout. I saw Popeyes. I saw Win Bubble Tea. And honestly, my question really is, at the end of the day, how the fuck am I supposed to be okay? How am I supposed to act like it's all good, everything's chill, when I know for a fact it's not, for one. Two, I know that you told me, and I told you, you're my person. Rather, I gotta fight tooth and nail, whether I gotta crawl from the deepest depths of hell, you're my person. Does that change? Does that go anywhere? In my mind, it doesn't. If it does in yours, I'm sorry. I should shut up. I should stop feeling the way I feel. I should back up. But even if it does mean nothing to you, even if I mean nothing to you, I don't think I could ever make you be nothing to me. Actually, no, I know for a fact I couldn't. Because prior to you, I had a 4-year relationship. Prior to you, I had 4 years with somebody where it was, you know, sleeping in the same bed, eating together, drinking together, everything together, day in and day out. And I don't feel the same about that person. As a matter of fact, at the end of that relationship, I started hating them. And the whole thing is something I've come to learn is that love and hatred are very similar. Love and hatred are very similar. And I realized I only hated her because I loved her. But is that what you want? Is that what you want? Do you want me to start hating you? Which, of course, now I don't even hate her. I don't hold no ill will. I just don't care. She doing her, I'm doing me. That's fine. We good. As long as that stay the case, we're chilling. But with you, I thought about hating you.
Something?
I thought about loving you. I thought about everything. Hating never felt right. I was like, there's no reason to hate her. There's no reason to be angry with her. Loving was just there. It didn't feel wrong. But it was just there. Because that's just what I know. All I know is loving you. But the thing that I feel currently isn't love or hatred or spite or sadness. It just feels like there's nothing. It doesn't feel like I'm empty or hollow or I'm a husk. No, none of that edgy ass shit. It just feels like there's nothing in here. It feels like all the substance in my life got drained out, forcibly sucked away. It feels like all the good just got ripped right out of me. It feels like every bit of happy, every bit of joy was crushed, spit on, stomped on, and then thrown away into a fucking incinerator in front of me. Our 4.5 year anniversary is coming up, April 24th. I don't know what I'm gonna do. That day, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what you're gonna do. But in my head, I imagine that you won't care. That date won't matter to you. That 4.5 years will mean nothing. And a part of me thinks that's fine. Because as long as you're happy, it's cool. Honestly, it's wild. It's really wild because I'm fine with being disrespected. I'm fine with you talking down on my name. I'm fine with whatever. The only way that I'm not fine is if you're not around. That's wild. That's nuts. I don't know if it's being in love or infatuation or obsession. I don't know what it is. But it doesn't even matter to me. It doesn't matter why I feel this way. It doesn't matter what it identifies as to me. Because it's there. It's a thing either way. And it's a thing that doesn't budge. No matter how much I push, no matter how much I try to compress it, it doesn't go nowhere. And I'm supposed to feel like, oh yeah, that's cool. That's fine and dandy. At which point is that really the case? At which point is fine and dandy actually gonna be true? Because if I feel like you're everything and I've lost you, that means I have nothing. Cool. So at which point do I feel like I have at least something again? You know what? This streaming and shit I be doing, this shit helps a little bit, just tiny little bit, because I always think back. I think back to like, yeah, I was streaming this shit for you, which is why I'm streaming Code Vein, because that's our game. That's a game that I started and I wanted to start with you. this is us. I could stream Stardew. I could stream uh Power Wash Simulator. I could stream fucking Minecraft. There's a plethora of things I could stream. But I keep coming back to this because whenever I'd tell you about what was going on here, you would be just as excited as me. You would love hearing about it. And of course there are other things that you got just excited about, but whenever I'd nerd out to you, whenever I'd be like, yeah, like this is what's going on, like I'm so fucking happy, you would share that happiness. That's why I'm playing this. That's why crunching numbers and really working on builds and shit. Cause I'm turning off alarm. Cause that's what I used to do with you. I used to be so serious about this game. I used to be like, yeah, like this is everything. Hell, I think I'm gonna look for clarification. I'm gonna keep talking, of course, but the first time I beat the Hellfire Knight. The first time I beat the Hellfire Knight. It was I think it was January 21st. Could be wrong. But I don't know. I streamed on the day we broke up. It was the same day I beat Kingdom Hearts 3, actually. And you know what? I'm upset about it. I really am. I'm not gonna try to hide that. I'm upset about it. I'm upset that we broke up. I'm upset that we're not talking right now. Because instead of talking to you, I'm streaming. But even if I wanted to talk to you, I couldn't. I couldn't. And I know I couldn't. I'm not gonna say the reason why. I'm not gonna get into that. But I don't have a way to communicate with you. I don't have a way to let you know that the shit that's going on is hurting me. And part of the reason for that is because I feel like right as soon as I let you know I'm unhappy, it's gonna start fucking shit up. It's gonna make things worse. It's gonna make it to where the decision was a problem. Not in your mind, but in mine. You breaking up with me isn't an issue. I feel you had every right to do it, and I feel like that is your choice, and I respect it. But regardless, it still hurts. It's still fucking me up. It's fucking almost, 2 months in now? Since today is April 1st? In 2 days. In 2 fucking days. It'll be 2 months. And in those 2 months, I've lost over 30 pounds. In those 2 months, physically I have gotten better. In those 2 months, I've been working on my mental, and I've been trying to figure out how to communicate. I've been trying to figure out how to be a normal fucking person. I've also been trying to figure out how to, you know, say well, like, hey, this is me venting, or this is me, like, this is how I feel about you, rather than just like going the fuck off. Because something that I realize now is that my life got to be overwhelming. My life got to be too much for me, and I just let it out because you let me. You were my safe space. You were a box that I could yell into and close up. Nobody else would know. You were the only place I could be upset. You were the only place where I could be angry or cry. Damn it. Do you know how fucking ridiculous it's been? How many times I've been on the fucking edge of like absolutely just breaking down, and then like a few tears come out, and then I'm like, oh shit, wait, I can't cry around these motherfuckers, and I just suck that shit up. And this ain't like to guilt trip or nothing. It's fucking ridiculous for me. I don't have a support system. I don't have none of that. I don't have what you have. And in the past, I was jealous about it. Now I'm just a little fucking heated. Cause, damn, G, you got a support system. You got motherfuckers. You got all that. But you don't want to talk to me. The fuck? So you telling me that you think I'm gonna fuck up your whole support system? I'm gonna fuck up everything you got going on. And I think that's nuts. I don't even think that's the actual case. Honestly, I think like really I'm just venting a little bit, just a little bit, cause it's wild to me. The whole situation is wild to me. Because as the days go by, my feelings only get stronger. They only keep going. And rather it's me spiraling deeper into the hole, or me going even higher, I don't know. But a part of me is fine with it. Excuse me. Part of me loves the fact that I'm getting so passionate and getting so deep into myself, really digging in because I care. Because what we had wasn't as simple as, oh, that's my girlfriend. And I'm not even talking about the titles of like how we called each other a husband and wife or fiance. No. Like, I'm not even gonna say you were the piece to complete me, or you were my other half, because it feels so much bigger than that. It feels transcendental, bro. Like on some destiny fate type shit. And I'm upset about it. I'm upset because of the unknown, because I can't read the cards. Because even if I go to the tarot to try to read the cards, it's confusing. It really is. I've done readings, and I can't piece together what they mean. I can't. And maybe it's because I'm there, because I'm in it. Why I can't. But it hurts all the same. It's fucking me up all the same. Because there are things I don't know. I don't know if you're eating. I don't know if whoever you assigned to that job to make sure you eat and to make sure you're, getting what you need is doing their job. I don't know if you have people reminding you to do your laundry. I don't know if you have people reminding you to get your homework done. I don't know if you have people reminding you to make sure to get to bed early if you got something important the next day. And the whole thing is, maybe you don't need that. Maybe you're doing the same thing I'm doing and trying to be more independent. It doesn't sound like that's the case to me. It doesn't. If I'm being entirely honest. But if that is the case, good. I'm glad. But I know that all the things that I did for you, you would need a team of people for. Who asks you how your day is? Who you tell about your day? Who you tell how everything is? And better question on top of that, does it make you happy? Even if they give a lukewarm response, does it make you happy? Because I'll tell you, whenever I told you about my day and I get the most medium of fucking responses, it made my fucking day. Every time. Every fucking time. So I'm asking you, whoever you telling about your day, does it make you happy? Does it enrich your experience? Does it make your day? Does it make your week? Because I don't want anything less for you. I don't want anything less than the best. And I don't think I'm that, but I can be. Anybody can be. But I don't think anybody, just anybody, is willing to do that off rip. I don't think just anybody is willing to go as far as me. I don't think anybody is willing to put everything aside for you like I am. And that worries me. It honestly worries me more if there is somebody else like that. Because the whole thing is I know I'm a little crazy. And I know that's something you loved about me. Is that I would do anything. Absolutely anything for you. And now I have to sit. And instead of spending my time thinking about how can I help her, what can I do for her, I just have to sit and be like, damn. Is she okay? Is she eating? Is she bathing? Is she keeping up on shit? Because I don't know how you feeling. I don't know what's going through your mind. I can't. I can't know that. And I don't know if you hate me. I don't know if you absolutely can't fucking stand me, and I'd rather you tell me. Of course, I'd rather that be to my face, but that's asking too much. But I want you to tell me what the situation is. I want you to tell me whether you don't love me no more or not. I want you to tell me if everything we had means nothing. Because even fucking, if you think about me for a fucking second, just a fucking second, if you miss me for a split fucking second, I'm willing to do anything for you. But if you don't think about me at all, if I'm not anywhere in your mind, if you don't miss me, if you don't think about how I'm doing, you don't want to check up on me, you don't want to see if I'm okay, I'll give up. I'll set it all down. That's how serious I am about it. You the one that told me that you an all or nothing person. You gave me all, now you giving me nothing. But I want to know how far that goes. I want to know how far that nothing goes. Because as long as there's even the slightest chance that when you look at another motherfucker, you see me. That when you wake up in the morning, you see me in your bed. Or when you take a shower, you remember the laughter we had. Or when you brush your teeth, you remember brushing your teeth with me. If there's any of that, even the slightest bit, just a quick little fuck. Was that a ghost or something? I don't care. If there's any of that, I'm willing to do whatever to get that off. Absolutely anything. Like, you name it, I'll do that shit. But you don't even gotta name shit. Like, I'm still doing shit, low key, because I'm working on me. That's a very important part. Anyways, but I want you to tell me. I want you to tell me if I mean nothing to you. I want you to tell me if there is no love, if there is no care. I want you to tell me that none of it matters. None of it matters. That all the time we spent, all the love, care, compassion, all that we felt, the connections that dug deep within us, the roots that spread, the things we grew, mean nothing. And if you can do that, which of course this is entirely selfish, but this isn't like, well, like within the next month. No, we could be 70 fucking years old. You could hit me up out of the fucking blue and be like, I fucking hate your ass, and I finally set you aside. I finally set my feelings for you aside. I finally put that elsewhere. But until that fucking happens, I'm still gonna love you. I'm still gonna care about you. I'm still gonna want you. Because it's bullshit to think anything else. It's bullshit when I know that's how I feel. And I know that literally, the chance could be as close to zero as fucking, as close to zero as Obama getting reelected. I'm gonna go ahead and say that chance is zero, unless there are situations in which that could happen, but the chances of those situations coming about, nigh impossible. But I'm willing to bet everything on that chance. Go all in on that slight, tiny, minuscule fucking chance. Just because you mean that much to me, I'm willing to bet on that. Even though I see no possible way that could bring me profit, no possible way that's anywhere near sane. Like, I'm definitely coming out of pocket for that shit. I don't care. Because you're worth that. You're worth more. That's the bare minimum I'm willing to do, clearly. I'm willing to hold all those feelings in me. I'm willing to keep all of that within me. Because I feel like that's right. Until you tell me that you've given up on me, that you see absolutely, absolutely positively nothing in me, nothing around me. No, there's no want, there's no need, there's nothing. Then that's when I'll give up. And that's rough. That's rough. That's oh type shit, you know. Cause what I feel isn't simple. What we had isn't simple. And I'm not going to try to make it that. I'm not going to make it, oh yeah, I broke up with my girlfriend. Or even I got a divorce. I feel like that's a lot simpler than what I lost. Because it's so much more than I lost my person. It's so much more than I lost a lover. It's so much more than I lost my best friend. Even if all that is true, that's not exact. It's not even approximate. Even saying I lost everything isn't even close. Because it's so much more than that. You are so much more than that. You're more than everything. Because I told you I'd trade everything for you. I would give everything for you. And whether that's because I'm an incomplete person or because I'm mentally ill or anything fucking additional, I don't care. I don't. You like my fucking crazy. You loved my fucking crazy. You loved the shit out that shit. And I feel like being any less crazy would be disingenuous. I feel like hiding my crazy is disingenuous. Because I'm fucking nuts. I'm bonkers. But I'm not going to go through on my crazy. Because that's not what you want. You don't want me to do that. Nobody wants me to do that. So I'm not plotting. I'm not scheming. I'm not none of that. There's no point. If you decide you want me, if you decide that us, rather it be a new us or the old us or anything, is something that you enjoyed even the tiniest little bit, I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting. Even if it's just like you can look back and see that there was good there, I'll be waiting. Because honestly, I can't look back on certain relationships and be like, oh yeah, there was good. No. All the good that I have in my head, gone. Completely. Whole lot of bad. I'm like, damn, why did I even fuck with that bitch? But with you, that's not the case. I remember, I only remember the good, really. I've been reminding myself of the bad so that I can grow, so that I can be like, well, this was a problem. I need to make sure that don't happen again. Because when we had arguments, when we had fights, we sort that shit out. But I only remember good. I only see you as good. Maybe that's a problem. Maybe I shouldn't do that. But I know that in our relationship, I saw you for your faults and I loved you for those.
Which way should we go
Every
now?
single insecurity you had, I loved you for. Every single thing you hated on your body, I loved. Every single thing you hated in your mind, I loved. And that didn't change. That didn't ever change. Even at this moment. And even if you hated how you feel with me, even if you hated what being around me did to you, I can't say I love it. That's one thing I can't say. But I will say that if you want to change in the future, if you want, and of course that it's under the condition that we're talking or something,
How
you
long
know,
do you plan on
so I can
standing around
help.
here?
That's kind of what I'm offering here. Anyways, if you want different, I hope you see different. I hope you be different. Not the different I want, but the different you want. And I want to push for that. I want to push for you to be the best you possibly could be. I want you to be who you want to be. I'm doing the same. I'm being the me that I think is me. I'm being the me that I want to be me. Not exactly being whiny and bitchy on stream. I think I could get rid of that, but you really are everything. That won't change. That won't change even a little bit. And I don't know what to do about that. I'll probably just say fuck it. Like fucking cope, bro. I don't know. It's all a little much in my mind.
Thanks. It's all or nothing.
Yeah, them slow rolls is not doing it. Okay.
Let's lose this one.
Wow. Yeah, we're gonna heal. Even though this is technically a practice build for... How did I take damage?
Remember who I am?
That's wild. Doing this is really like playing on hard mode, bro. But I guess it
Morning,
makes me
sunshine.
realize that I can't do this build with Atlas. So I'm gonna have to try to figure something else out.
Checking your equipment.
How plausible is a one-shot build with Atlas? Because I don't think it's all that plausible. I can use these, which is really good. I can also use two-handed swords, which I'm thinking is going to be slightly better, oddly enough. Slash and crush as compared to just slash. I gotta look at what the Frost Empress is weak to. I don't know. Also, I bet y'all love how I can just really get in my feelings, talk about everything on my mind, and then just go back to playing the game like it's nothing. And you know what? I think if it wouldn't kill me, I would get down to 140. which feels like an odd statement to me. I don't think I need another I-core boost. Stamina regeneration rate is gonna be really good. If I do this, does it give me quick? It fucking does. But not with this. It does allow me to use this though, which does seem pretty nice, but it's just slash instead of slash and crush. So there's not much of a reason to use that. Drain attack power when your HP is below a certain amount. I think survival instinct might be a good shout here. Just because I could wholeheartedly go for hella buffs. Where is it? Here it is, and it added Dex of C, which I think if I boost Dex, it'll give me to that. I don't want to boost though. I don't think I want to boost Dex and willpower, so I'll just rock with this and run with it. And hasten. Actually, I think hasten should go up here. No bridge glory or nothing, which is kind of a pain in the ass. Tura, tura, talura, yay, tura, tura, talura. We could do ice armor. Since a lot of this shit here is ice. Isn't there something that offers Dex and Mind boost? What is the scale off of? Strength primarily. I like how I'm just formulating a fucking... I think precision might be nice, but I like how I'm formulating a fucking build on the spot. Concentration would also be good, just so I can dodge more. Actually, we need to do gift extension here. Can't. Mind of C. Alright, we'll get rid of this to put mind. I don't really need mind and fortitude on, but we'll rock with it anyways. Gift extension, and then we'll do blood sacrifice here. Actually, I feel like we should do blood sacrifice here instead. I kind of want blood-sucking blades, but it just doesn't really fit with this build. Is there any other buff I can do? Any other buff? Um, maybe some minor magic. What? Crush. Fuck. Okay. So slash or crush. Oh, that'd be so gas. Actually. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Yeah. Instead of dancing fireblade, I might do meteor crush. Just to see how it works in a build. But I'm very, very upset since yeah, that's Pierce. There's not a way to get willpower with B. Technically there is, but I'm not willing to do all that just to use a fucking blazing roar, which isn't even that good. Ember reversal isn't bad, but I'm thinking that flame barrage is gonna be best if I just want something. Oh, firestorm is acceptable, but it's really all contingent upon rather I just want. Alright. Okay. Yeah, so we need that. What if I just do... Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We can do somatic zeal then. And then survival instinct.
Do what you do. I'll be wherever you need me.
Alright. Let's...
Now we're ready. Strength be with me. Great.
Actually, what am I doing?
I feel more effective already.
Yeah, that tracks.
Come on, up you go.
Heal. Heal again. Yeah, back up. Go ahead and hit that too. Oh. Well, both of those end when I take damage, and I take damage. That was... Did I get hit? What fucking registered as a hit? I'll hit those. That's fine. That's not fine. Well, did it with Atlas, but I went down a whole bunch, which I could have avoided. Did I just not get anything? Are you fucking serious? No more than 3 times. Yep, that would do it. Okay.
Hey, are you pushing yourself too hard?
Maybe Firestorm, isn't it?
I might have to keep you around.
You might have to. But we'll treat it like it's pipe time. And just have it to where if my HP reaches 0, I'll just leave.
Thanks. It's all or nothing. You're in danger. I'm grateful. Don't get in over your head. Come on, up you go. No.
This is gonna be a long fucking stream. I would try to build a one-shot type thing, but I doubt
Now we're ready.
I can sustain it.
You can't lose this one. Strength be with me. Great. Make sure you're healthy. Thanks.
Yeah, I got hit there.
Remember who I am?
I can't run into those. Don't know who's watching, but thank you. Okay, now I'm curious. Instead of precision, can we do... No. Requires Dex of C. All of this requires Dex of C. Why even use Gift Extension then? If we're being honest. Which I could do cognitive zeal instead. Honestly, that does seem like the better plan. Let me test before. You can do both. You can, in fact, do both. Good deal. As long as that's the case, I guess. But I think we'll do fire and then venom, just to see what effect shows up on top.
I'll handle this. Go heal. It's all or nothing. Now we're ready. You're in danger.
Yeah, I took damage. Did I? I don't think I did.
Hold on. Up you go.
You know what? Fuck it. We're...
Remember who I am?
We went down twice. Three times, 2 times, 0. Buddy boy.
Thanks.
Do that. And do this. Go ahead and
Strike me
heal.
with